Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach with, it's sticking, with Boxstar Stamping. Hello and welcome to my live video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you for watching. All right, got my comments up here. There we go. Okay, so if you hop on, please say hi so I can say hello to you. All right, so COVID got me and I haven't really been doing all that much crafting because I've been sleeping a lot. Unfortunately, I'm also directing a musical right now and haven't been able to have rehearsals either. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Feeling pretty good, although today I'm pretty tired. But my fever and all that's gone, so that's good. Okay, so I do want to show you the cards I have been working on featuring things from these three catalogs. Our Saleabration brochure, technically, I don't know if we call it a catalog. The mini catalog, which is full of great new products, and our annual catalog, which is also full of wonderful products, but you know, they aren't new, so they aren't getting the attention they deserve, so I'm going to give them some attention. All right, we're going to start with some black and white cards. I love black and white cards. And a while back, we had some paper called True Love, and I was messing around with it. But you can use this with any black and white paper, but I wanted to show you the things that I kind of used with it. So the first one, sorry, I will be clearing my throat a lot just because I'm still a little stuffy. Special Moments. Love this. It's in a Saleabration brochure. It is a $100 item, and here's what that means. If you place an order at StampinUp.com, for every $50 you can choose so there's some $50 items in here. There's also a few $100 items. So this great stamp set has 21 stamps in it, and it has some great sentiments, and it's become quickly my new favorite one. So I put on the front for someone who was wonderful in each and every way. And then I used our mini daisy punch. Or, I probably didn't even say that right. Medium? Did I say medium? I don't even know what I just said. Medium daisy punch. And I punched it in basic white. And then I used some old black shimmer paper with our 1/2" punch. And put that on there. So this piece here is 4x3. And this piece is 4x2 1/4. And then I just went through my stash and found a strip of black. I think this is probably 1/2 inch, but any strip would do. And I just used 2 contrasting patterns. On the inside, I just chose the Happy Birthday from this stamp set. And then a flower I had that I thought went well with it. Okay. Ooh, and on the inside of this one, I made it fancy. And that stamp set is an old classic in the annual catalog, and mine kind of got ruined by some water on a vacation, but let's not talk about that. But let me show you where it's at in the annual catalog. Daisy Lane. It's a great stamp set. I marked it. There it is. Okay, it's on page 37 of the annual catalog. Down here. I love it. I use this one so much. It's great to stamp these out and then use the medium daisy punch and punch it out. The large daisy punch punches this one out. I've used this one so much. Yeah, even went on vacation with me and got a little wet, but that's another story. Okay, so those are the black and white ones I made. I made several with them. Tried to use up some of my paper. Then I was like, ooh, I love that Daisy Lane punch. Let's do something with that. So I came up with this, just a black and white card. Just stamped the daisy in the background. Took the punch, punched 2 of them, overlapped them, 1/2 inch circle in the middle. And then this sentiment again. Let me show you the punch here that punched this out. This is our everyday label punch. It's also in the annual catalog. And it is like the last punch I didn't have. So I got it the other day, and it is on page 150. And I love its size. It's bigger. These are like the 2 biggest ones to punch out sentiments and stuff. I mean, I love the rest of them and I use them, but I don't know why I waited so long to get this one, because I like it and I've been using the heck out of it since I got it. It makes a nice size for the sentiment. And then on the inside, I put the happy birthday and a strip of that True Love paper that had the daisies on it. So I thought that was cute. Just a black and white card. Okay. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. It's been something, let me tell you. All right. Next, I wanted to show you some, and I don't know why I waited forever to use it because now it's retired and I'm just now playing with it. It's Blackberry Beauty paper. Now this obviously doesn't have any Blackberry Bliss on it. It's cinnamon, or no, it's not cinnamon cider. It's early espresso. And I also got the ephemera pack. And I guess it was just such beautiful paper. I just didn't cut into it. And now I'm like, why didn't I cut into it? So I'm having fun now with it, but I should have earlier. And on the inside, I used some stamps from the matching stamp set. Love that bird. And I matted it on early espresso and I put it on soft suede. And a few items from the ephemera pack. And I made 3 of them. And this stamp, the hello, is from a stamp set that I hadn't bought yet. And I was like, why have I waited so long? It's from Biggest Wish, which is also in the annual catalog. So I was trying to use some annual catalog stuff. Because, you know, sometimes when the mini catalog comes out, we kind of forget about the annual catalog. And there's some great stuff in here. So this is on page 63. It's basically different fonts of happy birthday, thanks, friend, and hello. So it's, and they're big, which I like. Because sometimes you need a big sentiment. All right, so I used that one for these. And I think I did them all the same on the inside. Oh, didn't put a bird on that one. Ooh, what did I do on this one? Let's see. Just the flower. See, I do them all different. All right, so that was retired stuff. Now let's get to current stuff. I wanted to show off our blends and all the different colors that we have. So the other day, I created thank you cards using almost every color we have of the blends that I thought looked like a flowery color. And I did them all the same. And this stamp set, again, I had purchased it and I realized I hadn't used it, and that was bad of me. So I used it, and I pulled it out, and now it ran away. I know I grabbed this one. Maybe I didn't. Let me turn around and get it. There it is. Nope, it's right on my shelf here. There it is, Flowers of Friendship. And it goes with the punch. Flowers and leaves. So I used this big stamp and the little card Big Thanks stamp and created a bunch of different cards using my blends. Like, yeah, love them. So this is Magenta Madness, Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Bermuda Bay. Okay, so I made a bunch of them, as you can tell. And on the inside, I just used the little stamp here. And then I colored every other flower. Just so the inside's a little decorative, but not over the top. Now this one, I accidentally colored it in Bermuda Bay instead of the old olive like the rest of them. But actually, this is one of my favorite color combos, so I left it. Bermuda Bay and Blackberry Bliss. Okay, and I matted it and threw it on the card. Yeah, and a few of these I've actually used already, so I am missing a couple of them because I've already mailed them out to people. Great, super simple thank you cards using the Flowers of Friendship stamp set. Okay, so those are those. Next, I wanted to show you a card. I attended an online retreat this weekend, stamping since I was home and couldn't go anywhere. I thought, you know what, I'm going to attend the Creative 8 retreat, which if you haven't, you should do that. It was a lot of fun. And I created these 2 cards using the same stamp set. One is landscape and one is portrait, and I used the punch. So it's happy birthday, again, using the Biggest Wish. And then I stamped directly onto the card. Hope your day is fantabulistic, fabulous, and fantastic all in one. That one is from last Saleabration stamp set, In Your Words, in case you have that one. Again, one of my favorites as well. Use it all the time. But this one is retired from last Saleabration. So this is the current sentiment one, Special Moments. Okay, so those are just 2 cards. I love bright and cheery colors. I used Magenta Madness, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green. Okay, moving on. I got a lot of cards here, let me tell you. Okay. Next, one of the things in the annual catalog I hadn't purchased yet was the Encircled in Beauty dies. And I didn't, okay, just being honest here, I didn't love the stamp set, but I love the dies. So I got the dies, and I'm having so much fun with them. Okay, so they're these beautiful ornate circles, which I can use my layering circles to create layers on them. And they're just beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a card I made with it that I wanna show you. So that is the Encircled in Beauty dies. It's in the annual catalog. And before I show you the card, I want to show you the stamp set I use because it's like the cutest thing ever. The Easter Friends. It's in the mini catalog. And yes, you can use these for Easter cards if you make Easter cards, but I just love animals, as you all probably have figured out. And so these 3 characters I just had to have. So here's what I came up with using the duck. Sending birthday wishes, that's from Wildlife Wonder. Here is the Encircled in Beauty die. And then I used 2 of the layering circles. I made a matte layer of basic black and then basic white, colored him in with my blends, added a little shadow in light crumb cake. So he looks like he's standing on something. And then this is the paper packs that are available in the annual catalog. Let me show you those. Sometimes they get overlooked. I'm gonna show you where they're at. Every single color Stampin' Up! has a paper. It's on page 134. So you've got all your beautiful designer series papers. Then there's this. There are 4 different patterns. They're all 6 by 6, and it's every color that Stampin' Up! Has. And so what I did is I used the Daffodil Delight. I used a 2-inch strip down the middle of the card. I embossed this layer in what my go-to embossing folder, which is the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, also in the annual catalog. I love it. On the inside, of course, I can't leave my middles blank. I stamped the chick, colored him, added the grass, and then I did use one of these because this isn't necessarily an Easter one. May your days blossom with joy and happiness. That can be a birthday sentiment. So I used it as a birthday sentiment. I thought this is bright and cheery. Yellow, I'll just be honest, is not my go-to color, but I thought with a duck, I had to use yellow. Okay, so I've been experimenting with the bunny and watercolors, and let's just say I'm not showing you those because the bunny looks evil, but I'll keep working on it. These are great to color with watercolor pencils or your blends. I just need a little more practice with my actual watercolors. So, all right, but that's a cute one, I thought. Okay, moving on. I've got so many to show you, so many. I've been busy. Nothing else to do when you're stuck at home. Okay, the next one is going to feature the Heart and Home Designer Series paper, which is in the mini catalog. Let me get that for you. I marked it, I think. Yes, I did. I did. Come on now. There we go. It's a super sweet. It's 2 pages. And it, you know what? It's a lot. And sometimes, you know, you don't have the money to buy it all, or you just don't want it all. So I just picked and chose what I wanted. I liked the stamp sets. I liked the dies. I liked the paper. So I always highlight what I get. So as you can see, I don't have everything, and that's okay. I am probably going to get the Hide 3D embossing folder. I just haven't yet. But I do want to show you the paper. I think I've shown it to you before, so I'm going to go kind of quick. Got Garden Green and Pale Papaya, and on the back side are black and white wood prints. And they're all different. This is Cinnamon Cider with the bees that matches the stamp set. Again, a diagonal one. This one, my favorite, Misty Moonlight, which is I used on the cards I'm about to show you. Fresh Freesia, which is growing on me. It's growing on me. Okay. Pale Papaya, still working on that one, growing on me, but I'm trying really hard. And then a Garden Green Leaf one. And this one, it looks like fabric, the way they've printed it. Okay, so let me show you the project that I worked on using that paper. So I used the stamp set. I've got them all stacked here. This one's from Honeybee Home. I used the Miss You and then this flower. So I stamped off once. It wasn't a perfect stamp off, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I used these dies, which are the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Love them, in Misty Moonlight. And then on the inside, I put just a little high from me, which is in the Special Moments. Okay, it's in the Special Moments one. And then I used one of the dies on the inside. Okay, so it still gives you a little room to write, but it also makes the inside, you know, more fancy. So you've got 3 different bees to choose from, which I haven't used yet, which I'm going to. All right, so this one I actually add a little bit of Wink of Stella on, and then 3 of the in color enamel dots. And I thought, you know what? I don't think it really adds all that much, so this one I didn't add them. I think I made the inside the same. Yep. So those are those 2 using that designer series paper, the Heart and Home. But I also used this stamp set here. Let me show you it, and I love these projects. So the next page has the stamp sets, and you can see them bigger, okay? And then you can see the dies. So I want to show you this one because I had so much fun coloring with it. So it comes with all those stamps and some beautiful dies that cut out the 2 images. Plus these are just beautiful, you know, perfect for silhouettes or sprigs in a flower arrangement. Okay, here we go. So I told you I'm trying to love pale papaya, right? Okay, so here's what I came up with. I did totally case this one off Pinterest, so I cannot claim credit on this one, although they didn't have anything besides this. I added the Have a Perfect Birthday, which is from that stamp set. And I added 3 of the In Color Jewels, which I got out. And now my table is eaten up because I have so much stuff here to show you. Okay, they're gone. Table ate them. Anyway, what I did is I thought they could be a little darker, so I took my blend and I colored over the top of them before I put them on my card. Yep. So I used Old Olive, Pale Papaya. Hey, thanks, Julie. And the middle part is Cinnamon Cider. Light. And then on the inside, I took the other stamp, because there's 2 beautiful flower images, and I colored it, and I put For Someone Who Is Wonderful in Each and Every Way. Again, from that stamp set, I just keep using this one. I love it. Okay, so I thought that was pretty in the Pale Papaya, and it made me, you know, love Pale Papaya a little more. I'm trying real hard. I'm trying. Okay, but then I'm also trying on the Fresh Freesia, which I thought turned out great as well. I love purple. Purple is my second favorite color, but I found I really like dark purples better. But you know what? This one kind of grew on me. So that is 2 of our in colors. Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia. And then, you know, I love my pinks. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try the polished pink as well. And I like it too. And I did all the insides the same. Oh, I didn't show you the inside of this one. Okay. So I had some fun coloring yesterday because, you know, when you've got COVID, you have nothing else to do. So I had lots of fun coloring here at my stamp table. Okay, so that stamp set, in case you're wondering, is called Blessings of Home. It has dies, and it is gorgeous and so much fun to color. So much fun to color. And I just used the in colors because honestly I wanted to use up my my gems, and I thought, hey, that'd be perfect. Okay, moving on. Got a bunch more. Let's do Friends of the Forest. Now, Friends of the Forest has this deer, which also matches the deer punch. That was in the last mini catalog. And you can still get it. And it's so cute. And I love animals. Apparently, I ordered every animal set there is in the mini catalog. And first one I made, I just kind of made my own background with all the animals. Happiness is being with you. And I used all of them. Because, you know what? I've got several close friends, and I just imagined that these are all my close friends. And I thought, you know, I'm going to color them. And I'm like, no, I love black and white and just a pop of color. So I just left a pop of color. In this case, it was Magenta Madness. I threw a little ribbon on, And again, that punch I love, the everyday label punch is perfect for this one. So I kept this one kind of simple and just matted it on black. And on the inside, I put Glad You're My Friend. And then the happy birthday, again, is from which set? Special Moments. There it is again. There it is again. So a simple way, and if you're not a colorer, you can make cards like this using, you know, flowers, little animal stamps, whatever you like. Start with your biggest one first. So start with your biggest one first and stamp around. I did 3. And then I went with the next one and the next one, and then use the little bird to fill in until I liked it. You could do an entire huge piece of paper and then cut it into 4. You could, you know, make your own DSP that way. Okay, then I had some fun coloring with my watercolor pencils and this stamp set. I had a lot of fun. Okay, so if I could change something, I would change the bird's color, but you know what? It is what it is, so I just left it alone. I had a lot of fun. Yes, Julie, I've really been trying to make my own DSP more lately. I made a little scene using pretty much every stamp. The bunny sitting on a log, and the fox and the little birds going for a ride. Happiness is being with you. And I just stamped this stamp along. And then I just colored it with my I can't talk today, sorry. Watercolor pencils. This die here, I thought kind of looked like a sun. It is in the, I'm gonna grab it here on my die wall. Oh, let me use my other hand. Tasteful Labels dies. And I thought it kind of looked like a sun. So I put it in the corner of my paper and then cut it around the outside. Love it. I matted it in soft suede and then I put it in balmy blue. And I just colored it and had some fun with my blends and my watercolor pencils. Happiness is being with you. No, I didn't do the middle of this one. I don't know why. I think because I couldn't decide whether this one was going to be just a friendship card or a birthday card. And I thought, you know what, I'll decide later. So I'll decide later. Had some fun coloring. Okay. So that's that one. And then I have to cough, sorry. All right. Looking for it. Looking for the last stamp set that I wanted to show you. I will be using the Friendly Hello, which is also in Saleabration, and Catching Butterflies. Okay, so I had some fun with these two. I kind of combined them. Let me show them to you. So Catching Butterflies is on page 6. It's a $50 item. So that means for every $50 you spend at stampinup.com, you can choose many items in here, including this one, which I thought was cute. And then this is a $100 item because it also comes with some amazing paper. You get the stamp set and the paper. And I love this paper. I love it. Love it. So I've been playing with that one a lot too. But I only use the Hello Friend stamp. Oh, and I think I use this one too. Hope you have the best birthday. So let's start with this one. So I used a technique called reverse stamping because if you see, the girl's facing this direction, right? Well, this girl's facing this direction. So I want to just walk you through how to do it. You take your silicone mat, okay? Take your silicone mat. You stamp on your silicone mat. Then you take your paper, you press it down, do not smudge it, and you rub it really well, and you carefully lift off your paper, and then it's a reverse of your stamp, okay? And then I fussy cut them out, and I stamp the Hello Friend. And I think, yes, this is Melon Mambo and Highland Heather. And again, these 3 strips are the designer series 6x6 of every color, and I colored them. And they're skin tones. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Just came out with a bunch of new blends in skin tones, and I forgot to order it on my January 4th order. So I will be ordering it in February. But the good thing is it's available to customers in February as well. So I will definitely show you those. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of great colors. And they'll be great for hair as well, or animals, trees, whatever. But I wish I had them for coloring these 2 girls, but I did what I could. I used ivory on this one and dark petal pink on this one. And they're just running, you know, gonna hug each other. Hello, friend. And then on the inside, I put, hope you have the best birthday. And then a strip of that. And Highland Heather. All right, So that was from the Catching Butterflies. Okay, so now my last card is actually her Catching Butterflies. All right, so I used my blending brushes and created a background using Garden Green and Balmy Blue. Then I took this stamp. Oh, I forgot to get that stamp set out. Let me grab that one. One of my favorites. I love birds. My house is like decorated with birds. My family teases me that any new decoration has a bird on it, and it totally does. I just use this little grass right here from the garden birdhouses. So that's what I used along to kind of create like a little hill. And I colored her and fussy cut her, popped her up on dimensionals, except on her little hand, I actually glued it to the net, so it looks like she's holding it. I just put a little drop of glue on her hand. The rest of it is popped up on dimensionals though. So what I did is I very carefully, when I stamped the net, I didn't stamp anything else. And then I took my Stampin' Right marker and I just drew the black line myself. And then attached her, put her little shadow under it, stamped the butterflies, and then another one, and colored them with my blends. Collecting Sweet Thoughts of You, I thought was a good sentiment. This is the polished pink in color ribbon, which I love. Oh, love that one. And then this is the double oval punch, which is in the annual catalog. And on the inside, I put Glad You're My Friend, which is from, oh, we just had it. Friends of the Forest. And then I Hope You Have the Best Birthday, which is from Friendly Hello. Sorry. Still kind of fighting this thing off. Yeah, so those are my cards. I don't even know how many I made, but I made a lot. But I just wanted to show you some cards using the Saleabration catalog stuff, the mini catalog stuff, the annual catalog stuff. There's just so much. You can just have fun forever and ever and ever and ever. I can't even imagine how long it would take for me to use every scrap of DSP I own, or, you know, stamp sets don't really go bad. But I wonder how long it would take me to use up all my DSP. Probably a good 100 or so years. So, all right. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and give me a comment if you can. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe there as well. Sometimes I do post videos directly there before I post them on my YouTube channel. See, there's a whole pile, and I haven't even got these yet. Whoa, so many, so many. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you want to place an order, be sure to select me as your demonstrator. And this is the January host code, which means if you have an order that you'd like to place and it is under $150, make sure you use this before you check out. If your order is over $150, well, then you get the host benefits, plus you get to select stuff from the Saleabration catalog, plus any order over $50, I automatically will send you a thank you gift the following month. So, you know, yeah, you can get all kinds of great stuff. So if you have any questions, my email is boxstarstamping@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.